Electra threatened Luna in front of Sheila. I said, girl, they gonna make you go missing. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chelsea for the Bold and Beautiful April 1st, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know your thoughts on today's episode down below. So we're gonna start with Finn and Steffi. I forgot to write down Taylor. I wrote down Taylor, but I put it beside Electra and Will. Oh my goodness, hold on, y'all. Taylor. Okay, so they still talking about the same thing, Luna. And I said, what was that? Who was that? What's that Ridge on? It was one episode. I think it was after Sheila, but it wasn't really Sheila. Got stabbed and the blood was on the floor and Finn kept looking at it or whatever. Was that Ridge? I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he called Sheila an animal or something like that. I was reminded of that when Taylor was talking about Luna and Sheila and Finn made a face. What did he say? What did she say? I mean, Taylor said something wrong with the system if someone as sick as Luna can go free. And the look on Finn's face, I said, yeah, that reminded me of that scene. And he was like, that's my mama. He said, my mama or my birth mama. He said something. He got Ridge all the way together. I know that. But yeah, on today's episode, Steffi was telling Finn he can't help Luna. She can't be helped or whatever. So then Taylor ends up walking in. Why these folks? Oh my goodness, they just be walking in. But yeah, she ends up coming in and she wanted to know what they was talking about. And she said that they was talking about Luna. And that's when she said that about, something must be seriously wrong with the system if someone as sick as Luna can go free. And Finn made a face. And they just sitting up there just talking about Luna, talking about Sheila and just going on and on. And at first it was something they said. And I think Steph was like, I know you more than likely you feel some type of connection to Luna and stuff like that, but you can't have nothing to do with her, right? The fact that you keep having to say that says a lot. It says a lot. It definitely does. But yeah, they were just over here they were just talking about everything that both of them has done. Then Finn started to think back to everything they have done, literally, leading up to, Luna being pardoned and everything, him hugging her. He thought about what she did to Steffi. He thought about meeting Sheila. He thought about everything. To show all the flashbacks, and you could tell right in that moment as both of them going back and forth, he does not agree. What did he say? I know I can't. I know I won't. What did he say? I won't and I can't have anything to do with Luna or Sheila or whatever. And I think Steffi said something about they wanting the same, and he was still over here defending Luna, talking about, so no, she's not like Sheila or whatever. And what he said didn't make sense to me. I was like, dude, you been showed really that you want something to do with both of them, but nobody's paying attention. They see it, but they don't want to see it. They trying to force you not to feel what you feeling over here. But yeah, but he still was making excuses for them. They just going back and forth talking about how dangerous they is and they a psychopath, they sick, they this, they that. He just standing up there looking all suspicious. He just standing up there. You could tell. You could definitely tell. But to finish with Steph and them, she was just saying, like I said, they was just going back and forth talking about how Finn can't have nothing to do with Luna or Sheila. They both dangerous and stuff like that. Just going back and forth talking about that. And I think Steffi said something about she not gonna stop until Luna is back in prison. And like I said, he just standing up there looking all guilty and stuff, like he feels some type of way. And they over here, they not listening. Then I don't know, how do y'all feel about them? Like, I think they got it right, especially Steffi, because she the one that they don't target it. He even thought about, him being shot and everything. Like I said before, I said multiple times, if what they told him about what she did to Brooks, Taylor, all these folks wasn't enough, then she sit up here, she was trying to shoot your wife, she ends up shooting you. So instead of being like, oh, I messed up, let me stop this right now, I done shot my son by accident, let me do better, she shoots her intended target or whatever. Then made it seem like it was a robbery or whatever, and then done got close to the family or whatever until they exposed her. And that still wasn't enough for Finn to say, oh, let me see, like, she's definitely dangerous, let me stay away. So you think you're going to keep him away from his daughter? You think you're going to keep him away from his daughter? I was like, man, they dragging it along at this point. But Sheila and Luna, they don't got real comfortable sitting over here chilling. I said, if you know she ain't supposed to be in this man's house, why would you sit up here and get all comfortable? Why would you get comfortable? They sitting up there, they just talking and stuff. Sheila ends up reassuring Luna that she'll be a part of Finn's life. She ends up telling her that she gonna take care of her, that she not alone, just reassuring her about the whole thing. They started to discuss what's his name, Will. And we're gonna get to him in a minute, because I knew it. What I tell y'all, I said he gonna go. He ain't went yet, but he done had a thought. I say he had a memory. He done had a thought already. But I said, I told y'all he was gonna go. But yeah, Sheila and Luna was talking about Will. Then might as well get a lecture out the way when she came. She done knocked on the door. I said, okay, once again, if you know these folks, I know that you get tired of being like when Steffi confronted, I know she got tired. She gets tired of being a victim and she want to defend herself and yada, yada, yada. But if you going to sit up here and be like, oh, I'm so scared and all this other stuff, don't go threatening the crazy people. Now I seen the preview where she's supposed to push Luna. Electra's supposed to push Luna, but I didn't know Sheila was going to be there. I don't know if she going to get called away or Luna going to tell her she got this or what. But yeah, like she don't sit up here threatening this girl in front of the crazy lady, her grandma. I was like, they gonna make you disappear, girl. They gonna make you disappear. But yeah, she ends up saying that Will told me what you said or whatever, and she ends up telling her to stay away from him or whatever, or what she said, or else, or you gonna regret it. Either way, she threatened her. Electra and Will. So Electra was saying how she wonders what Luna was thinking, making a move or making a play for Will when he already taken, and she was just questioning him about what he said and how he responded. He ended up saying, I think he already told her about she heard their conversation or whatever. So she ends up talking to him about that or whatever, and then I think he got a text from Ridge, so he ends up leaving. So Electra grabbed her bag, and that's when she went to go confront the crazy girl. I'm like, these people, they be bringing stuff on themselves. They definitely, I said, you definitely finna be a target now, especially when you push her. You was already gonna be a target. I think that's what she said. I think Electra was saying something about how, Luna ended up murdering 2 people because she wanted Bill to be her father so bad. She was like, but she had it wrong. She said it wrong. She's like, she ended up murdering 2 people because she wanted Bill to be her father so bad or whatever. What's to stop her from using Will to make that happen? And I was like, no, what's to stop her from murdering you to get Will? That's what you meant to say. I was like, no, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that. You almost had it. I was thinking, what's stopping her from murdering you to get Will? Cause especially when he started sneaking around with her, and he want to cover it up, or don't want her to find out or whatever. I don't know if that's gonna go with that storyline or what. But yeah, that's how they was talking about, y'all. That's it. That's all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down. Hold on, wait. Yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, do take girls today and be safe.